I got this question from one of our buddies here who is sort of having a relationship with a girl. They both really like each other. They talk on the phone, things are moving smoothly in their relationship, but there is some warm feelings between the two of them, and they know this is there. They're seniors in high school. Neither of them have even kissed someone, of the opposite sex just yet. He's never kissed her, she's never kissed him, and this is a brand new thing. How does he, as a man, assert himself in this sexual way, knowing that neither of them have any experience? And getting past the awkwardness, knowing when to make that move. It might sound silly, and a lot of you guys who you're so tough are watching this video, and it's hard for you to empathize with that first kiss. But being a senior in high school and moving in this way, you're breaking the ice not just for the relationship that you have with this one woman, but also in your ability to assert yourself and move forward with everything in your life. Absolutely everything in your life you're going to meet this resistance, this high charge, where you either break through and take action, do that thing, or you let the awkwardness or the anxiety of the moment have your energy retreat to your head, and you tiptoe around, you dance around, and you never get anything done. You just stay with the anxiousness, the anxiety, the ungrounded energy of the moment. This is a perfect opportunity. And what I would do is I would invite you. I know I'm going to sound either really cold and detached from romance, from your opportunities with women, between men and women, sexual relationships, or I'm going to sound overly romantic. It's a little bit of both. Everything that happens in the concrete, everything that is manifested, is the fruit of an abstract idea. It's something that you've thought about, right? You've thought about kissing her, right? And just like we've thought about landing on the moon. These were ideas before they came into reality. And you're gonna do this over and over again. There's a cycle of dreaming and creating, right? And there are multiple steps in that cycle that you're going to experience, you're gonna deal with for your entire life. But there are segues, there are little steps that you can take that will smooth the transition between what you'd like to have happen, kiss her, and the actual thing, the idea of the thing and the actual thing. And one of them, if you study success, is to write down what you want to have happen. This is almost like a no-brainer when it comes to the whole idea of goal achievement. But it's like if you want to have a Mercedes-Benz, you write down that I'm going to want to have a Mercedes-Benz. You write it down as a goal. I'm going to earn a Mercedes-Benz. I'm going to earn enough money to have this thing, whatever it is. And you write it down on a piece of paper. You visualize it. You think about it. You come up with all the details about the experience itself in your mind. And then you share it with other people. That's a very powerful way, is by sharing it with other people. So this is sort of a success technique that you can use with many different things. But now, on the romantic level, you and this young girl who, there's all this awkwardness, and you being the man know that you should assert yourself in this particular way. Use what our ancestors have used. Use what our grandparents used. You didn't have to be a certified poet or musician to pour out your heart's longings for another person on a piece of paper or through a piece of music. Be romantic in that way. Bring back romance, because romance is the bridging of the gap between our natural impulses and the actual activity of kissing and having sex. And it really sweetens the experience so much more, because now you can together envision and work out and play with the details of what will ultimately happen. All the love songs and love sonnets and love poems that have been written were written by men who wanted to have an experience with a woman, but yet there's the ache of distance between the moment and the actual activity. All of our most beautiful love poems and songs is a bridging of the gap through communication between the abstract, what we want, and what we want to have happen. I will tell you, man, and of course I sound corny, and a lot of people say, don't listen to Elliot for dating advice. Look, don't. I happened to marry a girl that I dated in high school. So I didn't whore around in that particular way. I use that term loosely. I don't necessarily mean whore around, but you know what I'm saying. I haven't been with lots of women. But I truly believe that if we cultivate, as men, if we cultivate this idea of romance once again, and bring it back into our relationships, it'll color the potency of our experience with the opposite sex to such a great degree. Of course, there will be people who will laugh at you and reject you in that way. But there's so much power to it, and if you find a woman who knows how to receive your love sonnets, write her a love letter, bro. Write her a love letter that says, I would like to kiss you, and here is how. And you describe how you want to put your hand on the back of her head, and you're going to look into each other's eyes, and then you'll tilt your head slightly and press your lips against hers and hold it there as you both inhale and exhale. And then be poetic about it. And then through the inhalation and exhalation, our spirits blend as our bodies make contact. Be a fucking poet. The power of the poet and the musician in this way is to bridge the gap between our natural impulses and longings of the heart and the actual event. And like I said, it brings so much more pleasure to the actual event. She'll read that, and I promise, if she's a woman who's in touch with her body, she'll melt. And when the opportunity does arise, and the moment, the climax comes, which you're going to increase the climax by writing the damn poem, it'll be that much more of a beautiful experience. So that's my invitation, dude. That's my invitation to all you guys. Be a little romantic sometimes. Done.